Khloe, welcome back to Australia. It is so great to have you and your beautiful energy here. And congratulations on kids.
Thank you.
As a mum of 2 girls and with millions of little nieces, I'm obsessed.
I know. It's the best when you're like the auntie. You could just take them for a little bit, hug them, and then, okay, gotta go.
Gotta go now. So how different is it designing for children? You've obviously been designing for women for lots of seasons.
Yeah.
How is it different?
It's interesting because it's a lot, like there's things in the kids collection that I love, but I'm not going to wear as an adult. Like we have super cute tutus or really frilly things that I'm not that girly of a girl or will look silly on an adult. And you could be more themey. Like my nieces are into ballet right now. So our collection has ballet inspired things. And it doesn't have to be a gym collection. That's what they could wear all day long. So it's fun. And you could be way more theatrical. You could do glitter and sparkles and have it really girly and cute.
You can do the things that you really want.
Yes, but you can't.
Yeah.
Because it's not in season or in trend. So on kids, it's always in season to be cute.
Absolutely. And do you have muses? You know, often when you're designing for a girl, when in grown-up ranges, do you have kids in your head that you're designing for, or characters in books? Or?
It's definitely Penelope and North are our main muses, and thank God we have them there to tell us if they like something or not. But Harper Beckham, like there's a lot of little kids that are really fashion-y. We have our boys line in the States, not out here, but a ton of boys. Celeb kids, but I said it's interesting because we have our vision boards and there's a bunch of little kids on them and we have them in our houses. So when people come in, they're like, why does this girl have all these pictures of little kids on her wall? But it's for designing purposes. It's just funny because that's who our references are.
Well, you're an aunt and your sisters are obviously mums.
Yes.
Do you really draw on, I guess, real life, practical versus trend? Well, when you're designing, which one wins out?
Well, for me, I never realized how aware, like my sisters are, now that they have babies, are so aware of just what's practical. Get it on fast, not too many snaps, not too many zippers. Still they want it to be stylish, but let's find a silhouette that's easy to throw on and easy to take off. Yeah. For me, I never really thought about all that stuff because you're like, they're a child, just put them in it. But when we test things on my nieces and nephews, and if they start screaming, you're like, you get stressed out. You're like, oh my God, just put it on them and let them go. So now I understand. So now it's more like the whole practical factor.
And do you like designing for boys or girls better?
Girls is easier because they're just, you want sweet and cute. Boys, it's like they have to be a little edgy, but you can't be too edgy because they're still young. But they still want graphic tees and to be cool because you don't want to just sell like some basic white tee. They want to have something graphic, but you have to be age appropriate. I'm like, there's so many things. But Mason is 5, and he's very opinionated.
Right.
Very opinionated.
And very stylish.
Very stylish, yeah.
Right,
so we have like the best, that's why we have all these kids, so
that
they could be our model.
He can lay like a pro.
He is so cute.
Like, he should be really.
Yeah.
And what are your favorite pieces? You can buy 3 things.
I love...
What should Australian women be buying?
Well, I love our little white eyelet bomber jacket because you could wear that in the spring, summer, over a little dress, take it off, and in the winter, so I think it's practical. I love the tutu just because it's pink and girly and shiny. And then we have, I don't know if it's hanging here, but we do have a jumpsuit, but I don't see it, but also this one onesie. It has little gold foil hearts on it, has ruffles on the booty, and that's super easy.
They're really beautiful.
Yeah, and I think every mom buys a little onesie. Like, those are easy.
Well, you need them.
Yeah.
And do you have plans to go into teen?
Yeah, we want to.
I hope so.
Well, we're still there's that weird age range. It's like after like a 7T, and then there's like that gap that's kind of a weird, I mean, when I was growing up, I was like, there's no clothes at this age. No. So I want to conquer that area, for that like dark hole, and then teen. Now, you're in ridiculous shape. That Complex magazine cover that burst onto into the world just before you arrived. How does this happen? I mean, how hard? It's a lot of hard work.
Are you training?
I mean, I train hard, but it wasn't. I mean, I didn't know I was doing that. It wasn't for that magazine. I was just training. Just to be in good shape. And then I got offered that. And I was like, no, that's so scary. I don't want to do that. I mean, I'm not someone who really poses. Like, I don't do, like, bikini shoot. I'm not that girl. And it's okay if you are, but I've never been comfortable that way. So to do this shoot, it's been the most out of my comfort zone I've ever done. But I'm proud of myself for doing
it.
Well,
you should be. Yeah. You absolutely should be.
Thank you.
I think that your honesty on screen is so engaging, and I think you've become a role model for younger girls, which I imagine is a hard mantle. How do you deal with that?
Well, I mean, I think if you think about everything, then it's going to become overwhelming and it might be scary. But I don't think of it like that. I think for my little sisters and for my nieces and nephews, how I want them to perceive me and what I want the message to be for them. And then hopefully that message is good enough for the rest of the world if I want my loved ones to have it. But it's really just, I mean, being strong, mind, body, soul, and just knowing that there's so much more out there than social media. And I think that's what people, especially the youth, get. They get so wrapped up in social media and trying to appeal to people they don't even know. And you have to just make yourself happy.
And where would you like to be in, what does Khloe Kardashian's world look like in 10 years?
God, I don't know. And
what are your dreams?
I mean, I'm living my dreams pretty much, and I love what I do every single day. And I also think the beauty about life is that you don't know what's going to happen, even in a year. Like last year at this time, I don't think I would have expected half of the stuff that happened this year that was going to happen. I couldn't have predicted it. But I think that's what's fun and exciting about life, is that you don't know, but that's what makes, I think, everything so cool. It's like, okay, we don't know what's going to happen, so let's buckle up, and as long as we're like good people and have a good core values, then we're all going to be okay.
Well, I think you're super positive.
Thank you.
I love your Instagram for your little Khloe wisdom.
Thank you.
I wish you every happiness and success.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for coming yesterday. Yeah.